the procedure which is oogenesis. What is oogenesis? Formation of the mature female gametes from the germinal epithelium of ovary. That procedure is oogenesis. Oogenesis, in which the process there where germinal epithelial cell of ovary start to divide and producing the ovum, means the mature female gamete. This procedure oogenesis. We are learning here simultaneous two procedure. One side oogenesis and second side ovarian cycle. In the structure of ovary, you know that clear cut. Externally present germinal epithelium, which is made up of cuboidal epithelial cell, and then inside the germinal epithelium, tunica albuginea present. Tunica albuginea is the tough covering around to ovary as well as the testis ball, and which is made up of collagen fiber. Means white fiber. Then inside the ovary, the internal region of ovary, that is consists stroma, and that is divided into two parts: peripheral region, cortex, and middle one, medulla. This is the hilum of ovary through which blood vessel and nerve entering towards the region of medulla. So medulla reaches with the blood vessels and nerve, whereas the cortex reach with the developing ovarian follicle. Within ovarian follicle, future ova will be mature. Now, oogenesis procedure, it is many ways different from spermatogenesis, because of spermatogenesis beginning after puberty in male, whereas oogenesis beginning start during fetal life of female. Female in a fetus condition, in embryonic condition. When female child in the embryonic age, at that time, in each ovary their germinal epithelial cell, which is diploid, 46 chromosome, start to divide by the way of mitosis. Division occur with mitosis, as well as the differentiation also. That give rise lot of number of cell. It means the couple of millions of cell. This are can say oogonia. Single one oogonia, many one oogonia. Oogonia is also can say gamete mother cell. Gamete mother cell. This gamete mother cell oogonia, that is genetically diploid, because divide the way of mitosis, all having a 46 chromosome. So during fetal life, first phase of oogenesis completed, and that is can say multiplication phase. Lot of number of oogonia form. This all oogonia in fetus first form oogonia gather and form egg tube. Later this egg tube separated and form egg nest. This is egg nest. This structure is the egg tube. This is egg nest. Now after childbirth, in female body, inside ovary, no other oogonia added or their number increases. It means whatever the number of oogonia which is multiply, that is in presence in each ovary in couple of millions, means many millions within each ovary. Now after birth, childhood pass, puberty pass. So birth towards the puberty around to 12 to 13 years time duration. During the run phase, that is second phase of oogenesis, and that is the growth phase. During growth phase, one of the oogonia or gamete mother cell of egg nest start to mature, increase their cytoplasm and nucleoplasm. This cell is can say primary oocyte. Primary oocyte genetically diploid. What thing increases within the oogonia, so that is converted to primary oocyte? Cytoplasm and nucleus. Nucleoplasm. In cytoplasm increases, that is yolk. Protein and lipid increase as a form of yolk in oogonia. So now this oogonia is the future primary oocyte. So primary oocyte having a large amount of yolk in cytoplasm, as well as number of organelle also increases, mitochondria, lysosome, Golgi complex. Nucleoplasm increases DNA material, RNA material, plus inside the entire cell ATP as well as enzyme increases. So egg nest cell, one of the cell increase their size. This is primary oocyte. As well as also go inside meiosis first up to prophase. One in the diploiding stage, and then division arrested. So though oogonia going in cell division, meiosis 1, prophase 1, and diploiding stage, their cell division arrested. Oogonias whose cell division arrested at the prophase 1, diploiding stage. These oogonia act as a primary oocyte. So primary oocyte we can explain by two ways. In egg nest cell, though oogonia start to mature, increase their size, reach with the cytoplasm and nucleoplasm, this is can say primary oocyte. Or another definition of primary oocyte, though oogonia going in cell division, especially in mitosis, and stop their cell division at the prophase 1 during diploiding stage, so that is can say primary oocyte. This is primary oocyte. This primary oocyte now, which is surrounded with a rest of the cell. This rest of the cell is can say granulosa cell or follicular cell. This is primary oocyte, which is surrounded with other cell, and that is can say granulosa cell or follicular cell. So the entire structure coming to exist, that is can say primary ovarian follicle. Directly write primary follicle. Primary follicle made up of primary oocyte, and surrounding cell, that is granulosa cell. Means secretory cell, that is also can say follicular cell. So during growth phase, one of the cell of egg nest increase their size, reach with the cytoplasm and nucleoplasm, and arrested the cell division prophase 1 diploiding stage. This is can say primary oocyte. And now primary oocyte, which is surrounded with lot of number of granulosa or follicular secretory cell. So this structure is can say primary follicle. Now primary follicle increase surrounding granulosa cell as well as a more external layer. So that is can say secondary. Now primary follicle is can say secondary follicle. So now this is primary oocyte, which is surrounded with the more number of granulosa cell, and also surrounding other cell increases. This peripheral cell layer is can say theca layer. This is the theca cell. This is granulosa cell. So now size of a primary follicle increased by addition of cell layer. So that is can say secondary ovarian follicle. Now secondary ovarian follicle further increased their size. There were fluid filled cavity formed. So now the next structure formed due to development of fluid filled cavity, that is antrum. This structure is tertiary ovarian follicle. So secondary ovarian follicle converted to tertiary ovarian follicle by development of fluid filled cavity antrum. Now inside tertiary ovarian follicle, though primary oocyte present, primary oocyte within tertiary ovarian follicle complete there meiosis division second and produce two unequal cell. One cell larger form, that is can say secondary oocyte, and second smaller cell form, that is can say primary polar body. Both nucleus same, it means both get n number of chromosome, both getting 23 number of chromosome, but one receive more cytoplasm, other minute cytoplasm, so that is can say first polar body. In a case of human, first polar body after formation will be degenerate, but maybe in other mammal that is going for further division, meiosis second. Secondary oocyte who retain the cytoplasm of primary oocyte, and this secondary oocyte become a future ovum. Secondary oocyte now present within the location of what? Tertiary ovarian follicle. This is tertiary ovarian follicle. There were present primary oocyte divide the way of meiosis second and producing secondary oocyte. Now this tertiary ovarian follicle, which is surrounded with the two layer of theca. This is outer layer, yellow one, and blue one, that is inner layer, noted with the B, A and B. Tertiary ovarian follicle having internally secondary oocyte plus periphery present two layer of cell. Outermost layer can say A, that is theca externa. Theca means the layer. Theca externa, and internal layer is can say theca interna. Now tertiary ovarian follicle increase further their size and raise up over the surface of ovary, that is can say Graafian follicle or mature ovarian follicle. So next structure formed from tertiary follicle, that is mature follicle entire, or that is also can say Graafian follicle. In a Graafian follicle, secondary oocyte, which is surrounded with the one more layer of a glycoprotein. Secondary oocyte surrounded with one more layer of glycoprotein. and that is can say zona pellucida. This layer is zona pellucida. So now, after the childbirth, there is many millions of oogonia present in a egg nest. Oogonia, how much? Many millions. At the time of birth. This oogonia pack into egg nest, and egg nest convert into primary follicle. Primary follicle, lot of number. This primary follicle progress the development, birth, then childhood and up to puberty. Up to puberty, from birth up to puberty, many primary ovarian follicle will be reduced, degenerate, left. So along with the age progress and female reach up to puberty, in the each ovary, in place of the many lakh primary ovarian follicle, just left 60,000 to 80,000 primary ovarian follicle. So up to birth to puberty, many primary ovarian follicle will be reduced, degenerate. At every ovarian cycle, from one of the ovary out of two, there were one primary ovarian follicle mature into secondary, into tertiary, into Graafian follicle. So these phase of ovarian cycle, there were ovarian follicle going for maturation from primary follicle to mature Graafian ovarian follicle. This phase is can say follicular phase of ovarian cycle. This is follicular phase. What is follicular phase? Phase of the ovarian cycle, there were primary ovarian follicle mature into Graafian ovarian follicle. This follicular phase, which is regulated by one pituitary hormone, that is FSH. During follicular phase, theca interna of ovarian follicle produce hormone estrogen. So pituitary hormone coming, that is FSH, and leads to ovarian hormone produced, that is estrogen, from developing ovarian follicle in the which cell? Theca interna. Now at the 14th day of ovarian cycle, now follicular phase run from 1 to 13th day. At the 14th day of ovarian cycle, LH hormone level increases within a female blood. So, leads to this hormone level increases, ovarian Graafian follicle rupture, leads to secondary oocyte come outside. This is the secondary oocyte. Along with the zona pellucida and few follicular cells. At the 14th day of ovarian cycle, Graafian follicle rupture and leads to secondary oocyte along with the zona pellucida and few follicular cells come outside. This procedure is ovulation. Ovulation. After ovulation, rest of the follicular cell left within the ovary, which is concentrated as a mass of a yellow color cell, yellow color structure, and this is endocrine structure form. So one type of endocrine structure form from rest of the Graafian follicular cell left within the ovary, and that is can say corpus luteum. Corpus luteum. And this corpus luteum, which is developed by LH, and corpus luteum producing hormone progesterone. Now, next events, corpus luteum. If there is no fertilization happen, so in absence of fertilization, corpus luteum step by step degenerate. So that is degenerating corpus luteum. C representing degenerating corpus luteum. Degenerating corpus luteum is can say corpus albicans. Corpus albicans. So at the time of ovulation, what thing release outside? There is secondary oocyte. Then after 14th day, onwards 15th day to 28th day, during this time duration, first corpus luteum form and then will be degenerate. So that is can say luteal phase of ovarian cycle. Luteal phase of ovarian cycle. So ovarian cycle run with the two main phase. First to 13 days, primary ovarian follicle mature into Graafian ovarian follicle. This is follicular phase regulated by FSH, and during that time hormone produce estrogen. At 14th day, due to increased LH, ovulation occur. Then 15 to 28 days, what run? Luteal phase during corpus luteum form, and then toward the 28 days that will be degenerate. Here hormone form, that is progesterone. So run ovarian cycle. Okay, secondary oocyte release outside. Secondary oocyte release outside. There were till one division left, and that is meiosis 2 division left till. Secondary oocyte enter into meiosis 2 but not completed. This is reach up to metaphase 2. Secondary oocyte start to divide in procedure meiosis second, but not complete the meiosis second. Division arrested at which level? Metaphase 2 level. And secondary oocyte waiting for sperm cell come in contact with them. If sperm cell come in contact with the secondary oocyte, so complete meiosis 2. So after ovulation, secondary oocyte came within the oviduct, and same time copulation occur, so sperm coming nearest to secondary oocyte. Secondary oocyte in which stage? Metaphase 2 stage. Not completed till meiosis 2 division. Now sperm in contact with the secondary oocyte. So secondary oocyte go further from metaphase 2 and complete meiosis 2 and producing once again two unequal cells. One small cell having a just little amount of cytoplasm, and that is can say secondary polar body. This secondary polar body will be degenerate and larger cell produce, that is ovum or oocyte. Ovum or oocyte. This oocyte having a N nucleus of a secondary oocyte and N nucleus of a sperm. This secondary polar body having a N number of chromosome. So ovum having a N number plus N number, whereas the secondary polar body having a 23 means N number of chromosome. Secondary polar body will be degenerate. both the nucleus of secondary oocyte and sperm nucleus both fuse and now give rise next structure, and there is zygote. Zygote genetically when. So after ovulation, if sperm come in contact with the secondary oocyte, so and so secondary oocyte completes second meiosis division. If sperm not come in contact with the secondary oocyte, so secondary oocyte will degenerate without completion of meiosis second. So now we completing here entire oogenesis procedure along with the ovarian cycle with different phase. Which are the different events take place still inside oogenesis? Oogenesis divided into three phases: maturation phase, growth phase, multiplication phase, growth phase, and the maturation phase. The name same to that of spermatogenesis, but events run which is different ways. For example, previously inside the spermatogonia, one spermatogonia divided producing 4 sperm. Here, one oogonia divide and produce mature just one ovum because rest of the 3 will be degenerate. Now see, suppose anybody asks to you, primary polar body not degenerate. So how many secondary polar body form? Is the question. So secondary polar body one form due to division of secondary oocyte, and this primary polar body once again divide and producing next 2 polar bodies. So total number of how many polar body produce? 1, 2 and 3 polar body. That is secondary polar body. If the question secondary polar body in some animal which is primary polar body in some animal which is not degenerate at that time. Okay, germinal epithelium within the fetus, female, divided producing lot of number of oogonia, that is million in number. After birth, no new oogonia increases or added within the ovary. Oogonia start to divide and reach up to cell division, prophase 1, diplotin stage, then their cell division arrested, so that oogonia is considered primary oocyte. Primary oocyte, we know there is packed inside the primary ovarian follicle. Then this primary oocyte in a tertiary ovarian follicle start to divide. So increases the size of oogonia and called primary oocyte during birth up to puberty. Birth, childhood and up to puberty. Continuously 12 to 13 year run growth phase. Then female reproductive phase beginning from first time menstruation cycle start, that is can say menarche. Menarche start around to 12 year of age and now continuously run ovarian cycle up to menopause. Menopause is the phase of female life cycle. There were sexually inactive, not run ovarian cycle, not run menstruation cycle. So menstruation cycle stop around to 50 year of age, that is menopause. So in between there is the reproductive life or reproductive phase. Menarche, menstruation cycle beginning around to 12 year of phase. Menopause, 50 year of phase coming. So nearest to this 38 year of period, that is the reproductive phase of a female. During reproductive phase of female, out of 2 ovary, within 1 ovary, tertiary ovarian follicle, there were primary oocyte divide to produce secondary oocyte and first polar body. And completing meiosis 1. Now second secondary oocyte come in contact with the sperm, so and so that complete the second meiosis and producing ovum as well as the secondary polar body. All polar body will be degenerate. Secondary oocyte now is can say ovum or oocyte. They having a own nucleus of secondary oocyte and other sperm nucleus, both fused to produce zygote. So these all events occur before birth. These all events occur up to puberty. This is all events occur after ovulation and after fertilization. So maturation phase run during reproductive phase of female life. During every 28 to 29 gap days, one of the primary ovarian follicle mature into Graafian follicle, because here run ovarian cycle. Ovarian cycle time duration 28 to 29 days. What is the time duration required for the completion of the ovarian cycle? 1 to 13 days follicular phase, 14 days ovulation, then 15 to 28 days luteal phase. So entire ovarian cycle run is about 28, one more 29 days. At middle of ovarian cycle ovulation occur. It means secondary oocyte release within the oviduct. It means every 28 days gap, one ovum coming from one ovary out of two. So within 1 year, how many ovum coming from both the ovary? Thirteen ovum out of two ovary. One ovary producing 7, second producing 6 within 1 year. What is the age of reproductive phase of female? It is about 38 year maximum. So total number of ovum coming from both ovary, that is 494. It means nearest about 300 to 400 ova as a form of secondary oocyte come out of ovary during reproductive phase. So before birth, future ovum means oogonia present in millions. Up to puberty, future ovum present in both the ovary, that is 1.2 lakh to 1.6 lakh. Out of this primary ovarian follicle, the follicle mature, that is averagely 300 to 400 during the reproductive phase of life of female. Reproductive phase beginning from menarche and ending to menopause. So we completed here two things at a time: oogenesis and the ovarian cycle. Our textbook writes just 25% as content of this lecture. Rest of out of textbook as well as related to NEET exam. Now, after reading from textbook, you have to complete the difference between spermatogenesis as well as the oogenesis.